All right, it's time to ask the attorney. Today we're taking your questions dealing with car accidents, something that, well, you have plenty of job security, David. David E. Gordon joins us. He's board certified, has some free legal advice for you. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Valerie.
Let's start with the questions. Richard in Bartlett says, I've been talking to the other driver's insurance company for almost a year. They haven't offered to pay anything. They told me soon after the accident they were going to take care of everything. Now I'm starting to wonder, what should he do? Almost a year, David.
Well, that year is critical because, you know, in Tennessee, you only have 1 year in which to settle your case. Otherwise, you've got to file a lawsuit. So what concerns me about this viewer is that if he's getting very close to his year, he's going to have to see a lawyer, and he's going to put a lot of pressure on his lawyer to get that thing filed in time. It is so much better to contact a lawyer early in the process.
Do you think they're purposely delaying it?
I think that it's common. I can't say for sure that they're purposely delaying it, but it is common.
Okay, so see a lawyer. All right, Tamika on Facebook says, if we settled on an amount, can we call the adjuster ourselves to try and expedite the check being released?
Sure. She has handled this case without a lawyer. She may continue to do so, and she's free to call them and say, where's my money?
Do you think it'll happen? Does it happen? I mean, you don't always have to ask a lawyer.
Correct.
Right.
You can settle a case without a lawyer.
Okay.
In fact, if all you've done is perhaps go to the emergency room, or all you've done is see your family doctor once or twice, that's a case you can handle without a lawyer.
Okay. Regina in Harbortown says that she was a passenger in her boyfriend's car a few weeks ago when another car lost control on the ice and hit them head on. She's been hospitalized for 10 days and just learned that the police report said neither driver was at fault. What does she do?
Well,
who pays?
You know, in that situation, she has determined that it says neither driver is at fault, but what the officer really said was, I don't know which driver is at fault, because probably each driver said that the other driver came across the center line and the police officer wasn't there. So in her case, she's a passenger. It's not her fault. She has a claim against both drivers. She may not want to sue her driver. Her driver, I think it said, is her boyfriend.
It's her boyfriend.
But certainly she has a claim against that other driver who will at least be responsible for 50% of her claim.
So what does she do?
She needs to try to make that claim against the other driver's insurance company.
Okay.
Somebody was at fault in that accident.
Somebody was at fault. Mother Nature? Can you blame Mother Nature for the ice?
Sometimes you can, but a few weeks ago when we had that ice, we all knew it was coming. So when you go out and you know the ice is coming, you know it's there, you're responsible.
That's interesting. I'd never heard that.
Had she been on the road and then all of a sudden it starts and nobody knows about it, then perhaps
we knew that it was coming. All right. Trent in Germantown writes, my 14-year-old daughter was injured badly when she was riding to school with a friend. Now, he's just learned that her friend did not have car insurance, so who pays for the medical bills?
All right, this is a good question because we don't realize that if we have uninsured motorist protection, it covers our children, our family members, even when they're in somebody else's car.
Interesting. Okay.
So this man probably has a policy that includes uninsured motorist protection. He's going to need to make the claim against his own policy for his daughter, even though she was in somebody else's car.
Okay.
She's going to be covered.
Okay.
And remember, when you make a claim against your own policy on uninsured motorist, your premiums don't go up and your policy can't be canceled.
A lot of people worry about that. That's good to know.
Right.
Sharon in Olive Branch. My husband was in a car accident over a month ago. He suffered a concussion. Still, he can't remember simple things like phone numbers or how to use a microwave. How is he going to be compensated for this?
He has a condition that's called, they call it MTBI.
Okay.
Minor traumatic brain injury.
Okay.
You know, we talk about concussions, but a concussion's a bruise on the brain. It can be a serious condition. So as long as that condition is diagnosed, that minor traumatic brain injury, he's going to be compensated. Yes, he should be compensated for that.
Sounds good. All right, David, thank you very much. If we didn't get to your question, you can contact David Gordon directly. Here's the number. It's 901-818-4889. That's 818-4889. We'll be right back. Thanks, David. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Happy holidays.